Here is some of the land we just have, just cows being cows, and we provide very rich resources for them, such as very good grass, and a big sand rock pit, which they don't really go in that much, but that's fine, it's their choice. And yeah, the skies are really pretty here, and I love how peaceful it is, and it's not many disturbances, so they can rest easy, and yeah. And as I'm walking over here, y'all can see all of the water that they have in here. It sometimes has water if it rains, but most of the time it just has very little water. But we have a tank up front, so it's completely fine. And here's all the other extra land that they have to roam around or mark their territories even, like cows do. This land has very many trails that the cows have made over the years, and also the trucks that we have driven down there to go open up the pastures for them to eat more, and the hay pastures for them to clean out once we finish baling up hay. And so here's just another view of the Sandrock Pit. It's very pretty, and skies are also very pretty. Just makes everything so beautiful and calming and relaxing. That's why I love it here so much and wouldn't trade it for the world. And yeah, it's just very peaceful. The cows really enjoy the water during the summers while it's hot. And then there's just some hay pastures we have and extra places for them to roam around. So yeah. And so here I am just walking back down to the cows that are still eating cubes because they like to take their time. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff for them to do and lots of shade, as you can see all the trees. And they're all very curious, as you see, 2 of them looking at me, thinking I'm a stalker. But yeah, they like to stare. That's just what they do. And so, this cow, in particular, right here, she follows me almost everywhere. And she was kind of following me earlier, but then she stopped to eat more cubes. And so yeah. And baby girl also sometimes comes up to me, but she stopped because I had a stick in my hand in case any of them ran after me, because I like to be protected while I'm out here with the bull and the 2 very aggressive black baldies. And baby girl does not like sticks or weapons. And here we have 2 calves kind of playing, but then the other one just kind of, pushes him around. Don't really know if that's playful or not. I never can tell with those 2 calves. But they all are the smallest, so might make sense, might not, but I don't know. And so here are just the cows. This is just what they do in their natural habitat. And so the cows all heard a trailer, and so they all got kind of scared. And then here is my dog, because he's very cute not to put in here. And he's just a part of the family, and he loves cows as well. But the cows don't really like him, so doesn't really go in there too often. But I just thought I'd add him in because he's adorable, part of the family. And here I am walking over to the open gate that I forgot to close. Anyways, I'm walking over with an apple to feed one of the black baldies because she really likes apples. And so there she is, just eating it, She really enjoys it, really likes it. And then all the other cows start walking towards me because, of course, I have food in my hand. They can't resist food. And they all want an apple. So they all start coming up to me, and I don't mind it. And here's all the cows again, because I just really love my cows. And there's again, and then I fed her again. And again, because she really likes apples. And one more time, because she loves apples. And then here's baby girl, feeding her twice because she loves apples. And then here's my dad play fighting with the bull and kind of rubbing his face. And then I tried to feed the other cow, and she didn't want it. Maybe she was full. And then here's baby girl again, eating the apples that I threw for her. I threw over there because my dad was there, and she did not want to go up to him. He's kind of scared of him, but that's fine. She still ate them. So, yeah, that's all that matters. As I said before, she loves apples a lot. And so, yeah, and I threw her 2 more. And there she is, just eating them again. And, yeah, she just really loves apples. I love that she loves apples because it gives them more of a variety of stuff to eat other than hay and grass, and it just gives them more nutrients. And then here are the cows just staring at me because, yeah. And then here are the very, 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 very pretty sunsets that I have at the back of my house. And also the cows can see it if they choose to. And yeah, it's just very pretty, and I love seeing all the sunsets every night, and I love taking pictures of them and videos. And I just love Texas and their sunsets. I mean, they're just so beautiful not to resist taking a photo or a video. And so now we are moving on to some of the trailers we have. Those don't really consist to any cattle, but we have the small cattle trailer here, and it just hauls 1 or 2 cows at most in it, and we use it to take them to the vet or maybe just move them to a new pasture. And here we have 2 hay bales left from this batch we made a few months ago. And then here are some more hay bales that we made months ago. But the cows don't really eat hay that much. But yeah. And so here's just another shot of the cattle pen. I know it's not built well, but the cows just knock their big heads into it, kind of break some boards. And they're not even a problem. We just never fixed them, and it's not bothering anyone. I mean, the pen still works perfectly fine. So yeah, and here's just the cows eating hay, again like they do. And then here we have my dad's truck that we use to haul the hay on. So yeah. And so here we have the bottom pasture of our land. And this is where the cows like to hang around the most because it's very open, it has a lot of trees and shade for them, and just has a lot of grass for them to eat. And I just had my dad drive me around because it's very pretty, and I just had to show it. And there's a hay patch over there, and then another hay patch, but we don't use it that often. So yeah. And then here we are at where we pick dewberries when it's dewberry season in the summer-ish. And then we have a seasonal tank. Now it sounds funny, but during different seasons it has water. Other seasons it does not, but that's okay. And then in the corner we have, and then in the right corner we have my dad's deer stand where he hunts deer. And then we are going through the gate that separates everything. And we just have a bunch of trees as a forest, kind of. And it's just really pretty. The sunset just pulls everything together. It's a very peaceful place for my cows. And this is where most of them have their calves at because it's away from everything else. And yeah, right there is mainly where